Hey everyone, good evening. Welcome back to the anniversary day today of Law of Attraction. Before I start, is everyone able to hear me loud and clear? Just give me a quick thumbs up or say yes in the chat window. Okay, excellent. So now that people can hear me, I'm going to switch on my video. All of you quickly switch on your video too. Let's do it now. Right. So I'm here. Is everyone able to hear me, see me both? Just give me a quick thumbs up. Awesome. So first of all, big congratulations to all of you. Together, we have achieved 2 years of Law of Attraction anniversary. So starting now, I'm declaring today's day, which is 6th of August. Everyone write down 6th of August on your notepads as Law of Attraction Day. From today onwards, we'll always call this day as the Law of Attraction Day. So everyone, let's quickly type in congratulations and select everyone in the chat window right now in Zoom so that everyone can see your message, and type in congratulations to all of us. This is not just my success. This is all of our success, because 2 years, if I was alone with myself practicing Law of Attraction, I wouldn't be celebrating, right? I'm practicing and I'm celebrating because I'm with all of you. Yes or no? So this is not my success. I really mean this. This is our success. So I want to start today's evening by saying heartfelt gratitude to every single person in the Zoom meeting right now. Those of you who are watching me on YouTube also have played a big role in achieving whatever we all have achieved in the last 2 years. And I can't tell you how happy I am, but most importantly, how touched I am by what the universe has given to both of us by connecting us together. How many of you agree? The journey in the last 1 or 2 years, how many of you have been with me for a long period of time, or at least 1 month, or at least 5 days? It's been a magical journey. That's all I can say. It's very difficult to define the journey that we've had. So I really want to thank every single one of you, not only for being with me, but for the results you've created. And it's been so much love that has been showered on me and Indu. We have really realized there is unlimited love in the world. So thank you for all this. Money is something we already had before we started Law of Attraction. So I can't say that it's the money that I'm superbly excited about. I am happy about the money, very happy about the money. But what I'm most happy about, what I'm most touched about, is what we have done in the last 2 years and how we have reached here. So one more time, congratulations to all of you. And thank you. I want to start with, some of you are not saying you can't hear me. Is everyone able to hear me loud and clear? Yes, okay, so it's just one of you, just check your setting on your side. So first I want to start with saying thank you to the source. Who is our source? Can anybody tell me? Especially my platinum members should be able to tell me who is our source. Well, yes, universe, but for me, the source is parents, always. What is the universe to us if we were not alive, right? Sometimes our parents are not living the role model that we want them to, but doesn't really matter. We are where we are because of our parents. How many of you agree with that? So everyone please type in the chat window, TU, thank you to all your parents, because we wouldn't even be alive without them. The whole concept of Law of Attraction, I mean, what is all this without them, right? So always thank you to my mom, thank you to my father, thank you to my kaka, thank you to my family members, Jayesh, my brother, my sister Gudia, my wonderful nephew Ved, his mother Shefali. I mean, everybody played a great role in my success, and I cannot thank them enough. And I think every single one of you, because this is our anniversary, I want you to promise me something. I want you to promise me that you will go and say thank you to your parents today. How many of you promise me that? Type in IP, I promise. And I promise I will do that too. I will call my mom tonight. I will meet her personally. I will give her a hug and I will say I love you to her. I will say thank you to her. And I will do that with my father as well. How many of you promise to do the same with me tonight? Like right now, 500 people are with me in Zoom meeting. I don't know how many people are right now with me in YouTube, but all of us together are going to say thank you to our parents and I love you to our parents today. Everyone promise me that. Give me a thumbs up. Okay, perfect. So that's the first source I wanted to say thank you to, and all our family members. Second, I want to say thank you to the most important person who made me who I am. After my mother, after my father, and that's my beautiful wife, Indu. If it wouldn't have been for her, I wouldn't be where I am today. And I want to show you how we met. I want to show you how I started my journey. I like to say what I have achieved today with all your help is something called as platinum standards. And I want to show you how I achieved this platinum standards. How many of you are ready for a journey with me? Raise your hands. Are you ready for a journey of my life? So type in J for journey quickly in the chat window, and you'll love it the way I've kind of connected the dots together. And I want you to maybe make notes of how my journey has started. And the reason I want you to make notes is not because it's my life. Tonight, I want you to make your journey in the way I have made my journey. How many of you are okay with that? And promise me that tonight you will not just get inspired, but you will create your own journey today. Ready? Awesome. So I'm going to share a small mind map with you where I've kind of created my entire journey there. Here we go. Okay. So first of all, the kind of success that you've seen me having, the kind of money, health, relationships, career, everything. I mean, the kind of love that all of you have given me. Some of you think I've always had an amazing life. I come from a rich family. It's not actually like that. I come from a very, very ordinary family. My mom, dad lived in a one-room house only. And in that, some of you saying you want this recording on, I can start the recording, but anyways, it's getting recorded on YouTube. But yes, I can start the recording on Zoom as well. Perfect. All right. So now the recording is on Zoom as well. As I was saying, I started my journey with mom and dad living in one room. How many of you can relate with that, by the way? Type an I in the chat window. How many of you had a very lower middle class family life? I don't know how many of you have. I have started with a very lower middle class family life. Mom and dad. My grandfather was very rich, but my mom and dad were not so rich. By the time grandfather had gone, mom and dad didn't have a lot of money left. Kaka didn't have a lot of money left. There was a lot of struggle at home. Every day was a struggle. Like mom had to make money every day to serve food. If she didn't earn money that day, she couldn't give us food that day. That's the kind of life we lived that day. And I remember my mom, she had a sweet shop, mithai ki dukaan. So that's why a lot of people in my school, they used to tell me, "Acha, tu isliye itna meetha bolta hai kyunki teri mithai ki dukaan." So sweet shop is what my grandfather started, and my grandfather handed that shop to my mother as a legacy. And my mother ran that sweet shop. She's still running that sweet shop. By the way, how many of you did not know that I have a sweet shop? Type in DK. You did not know that I had a sweet shop, and I still have that sweet shop. If you go to Guruwarpet in Pune, in the city area, the Pet areas, if you've heard about the Pet areas in Pune, so that's where if you go to the center of those Pet areas called Guruwarpet and you look for Khatri Sweets, you'll still find my mom working there about 3 days a week. Now she does it more for time pass, but so she worked in that shop very, very hard every single day and helped me become who I am today. Unfortunately, I was extremely bad in my studies. And over a period of time, as I learned, I realized that I was just not good at it, no matter what I did. So after 10th standard, I dropped out in 11th standard. Once again, how many of you had no idea about this? Type in NI, no idea that I'm a dropout. Some of you must have thought I'm an MBA or something like that, right? I'm not. I'm very learned. I learn a lot. I read a lot, but I'm not even a graduate. I'm an undergraduate. Unfortunately, I had to drop out after 10th standard. And then once I dropped out, that's where my life started from. My career started from there at a very early age, because a friend of mine once told me, when I asked him, I said, how do I be successful very fast? He said, there are two ways of success. One is, you finish your graduation, your post-graduation, you get a job, you get a promotion, etc. He said, you can just get a job now. And by the time you're finishing 7 years of your career, your friends would finish 7 years of college and you would have already been maybe a manager by then. I said, okay, sounds like good logic. Padhai nahi karni padegi. That is all I understood out of that. So I directly got to a job, and I'll show you my journey now. Everyone ready to see my journey now? Okay, so I created a small map for all of you. This is how I started. So the first step of my journey was I started with direct sales marketing. But that was like the first chapter of my career, if you want to write down. First step was I started with direct sales. So I literally would go door to door, knocking on people's door and ask. And I'll tell you what I was selling. I was selling massagers and spoons for 100 rupees. And I used to get 10 rupees incentive out of it. And if I sold for 10 rupees only, then I was allowed to eat food. Otherwise, I was not allowed to eat food. And I was 16 years old at that time. How many of you again didn't know that I started working at the age of 16? That was my first job, my 10 rupees per day job. When I was doing direct sales at that time, I got introduced to an institution called as Landmark Forum. How many of you have heard about Landmark Forum? Type in I in the chat window. Landmark Forum is world's largest course in the world. Like, they run courses for 500 people, 600 people in a conference hall since 20 years. We are talking about it now, but they've been doing it for like 25, 30 years all over the world. So I spent time with Landmark Forum about 5 years, learning about self-help, learning about science, learning about psychology, learning about human behavior. And after that, I read about this book called Anthony Robbins. And in that book, I remember this first page where Anthony Robbins talks about that he's going by a helicopter. And from the helicopter, he can see a huge traffic. And all that traffic was going towards the conference hall where he was flying. And he was praying to God. He said, God, 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 please let this traffic pass away so that when I reach my conference hall, people can come to my conference hall. He landed at the conference hall, and here is what he realized. That entire traffic was for him. And there were 10,000 people attending that conference. And after that, he has always done a workshop only for minimum 10,000 people. Nowadays, he does conferences for 30,000, 40,000 people online. How many of you think that's mind-blowing? Type in mind-blowing. Like 20,000, 30,000 people, that's absolutely crazy, right? I personally attended his workshop lockdown time, not lockdown, just a little before lockdown in Australia. And there were 7,000 people only. This was the second level. It's called as Date with Destiny program. It was mind-blowing. It was like a rock concert. From morning, we used to start at 10 o'clock. Evening, we used to finish at 12 o'clock at night. Full day. And the guys to keep us standing all day. And this was for 7 days. How many of you think that's crazy? Like full loud music the whole day. We did something very similar recently in our Platinum membership called as One Day Miracle Meet. How many of you remember Platinum One Day Miracle Meet? Do you remember something? So magnify that by 10 times. That's what we experienced in Anthony Robbins' program. But anyway, so I got introduced to his book, Anthony Robbins. And that's the first time I had this dream. I wanted to become a trainer. Now, how many of you can see clearly life was preparing me? Direct sales, Landmark Forum, the book Anthony Robbins, the dream of so many people following you. It's like life was preparing me, right? How many of you are realizing now your own journey that life has been preparing you? Type in R for realization if you're realizing that nothing in your life has been a curse. Everything in your life has been a blessing. Everything about your life has prepared you. Yes or no? Okay. So that was the first step of my journey. Then after that, I started network marketing business, and I failed at multiple businesses, by the way. I failed at network marketing, and not one, like five different multi-level marketing companies I failed at. During that period, I learned about Silva mind control. I learned about law of attraction with a mentor called Raj. And I learned about law of attraction from a mentor called Dr. Sudhir Arora. His photograph is still there in my guru wall, which some of you have seen very regularly. So this is how my chapter 2 started. Failure. How many of you can relate with a lot of failure in your life? Type in F for failure right now if you've also failed similarly as I have. Some of you may not have. I have. Then in Dr. Sudhir Arora's course, I met Indu with Law of Attraction. Just 7 days before I joined Law of Attraction, with Dr. Sudhir Arora, I had manifested that I want a life partner. 7 days after that, I joined Dr. Sudhir Arora's course, and I met my beautiful wife Indu over there. And that started my third chapter of life. Let me tell you what happened after that. The first part after I met Indu was she helped me use Law of Attraction to get a job because I was not making money at all at that time. Now, mind it, Indu at that time was making 1.25 lakh rupees a month as an IT manager at that time. I'm talking about 17, 18 years ago. I was making zero money. Right? When I told my father that I'm in love with this girl and she's an IT manager, she's making so much money, you know what my father said? He said, "Beta, break up with her. Teri औकात नहीं है. She's not up to the mark with you. तू उसके लायक नहीं है." Literally, my father said, "तू उसके लायक नहीं है. छोड़ दे. Right? You will not be able to handle her. And the kind of success she has, she's much above you," which I strongly believe. But you know, what is the beauty of being with people much above you? You know, what is the advantage? They take you up with them. Right? So Indu helped me use Law of Attraction. And at that time, I got my first job in a call center. How many people have worked in a call center? Type an I in the chat window. I've worked in a call center, taking calls 8 hours a day, 10 hours a day. Wipro Spectrum Mind, the first call center of Pune. Anyway, so that was the first step. I got a 10,000 rupee salary using Law of Attraction that time. In 9 months, I resigned. I said, "मेरे को नहीं करनी job. इंदू मेरे से जॉब नहीं होगी मुझे बिजनेस करना है, मैं मारवाड़ी हूँ, आई वॉन्ट टू डू अ बिजनेस, मुझे कोच बनना है, मुझे रिक्रूटमेंट कंपनी चालू करनी है। तो शी सेड ठीक है रुक जा, 9 months रुक जा, बिकॉज इफ यू स्टे इन अ कंपनी फॉर 9 months योर सैलरी स्लिप इट गिव्स यू द एबिलिटी टू टेक अ लोन। कितने लोग जानते हैं इस बात को? अगर 9 महीने की आपके पास सैलरी स्लिप हो जाए आपको लोन मिल जाता है। HDFC बैंक gave me a loan of 3.5 lakh rupees a month after 9 months. The day they gave me the loan, I resigned. And I'll tell you something absolutely crazy. After I resigned, I did not take my salary slip. How many of you say this is really crazy? Like job छोड़ा तो छोड़ा, salary slip नहीं ली. How many of you think that's crazy? Right? But I'll tell you why I did not take a salary slip. मुझे जॉब पे जाना ही नहीं था वापस. I was 100% clear, नहीं जाना जॉब पे, आगे बढ़ना है, पीछे मुड़ के देखना ही नहीं है. चैप्टर क्लोज, आज के बाद जिंदगी में जॉब नहीं करना है. आई वॉज रेडी टू रेज माई स्टैंडर्ड्स एंड आई सेड मुझे अब लाइफ में पीछे मुड़ के नहीं देखना है, मैं जिंदगी में आगे ही बढ़ने वाला हूं. इट वॉज लाइक अ डिसीजन एंड आई रिमेंबर एंथनी रॉबिन्स टॉट मी दिस. ही सेड मितेश, द वन थिंग दैट चेंजेस योर लाइफ इज अ डिसीजन. एंड it's like you're at one point of life and you take a decision of either going here or going there, and that decision changes your destination in life. How many of you can remember many such decisions which has already changed the course of where you are today? Yes or no? Maybe some of you are at a similar point today. Tonight, learning from this and being inspired from this, how many of you promise to take some important decisions tonight? Type in ID, important decision. एक decision ले लो, आगे बढ़ना है जिंदगी में. एक बार decide कर लो, पीछे मुड़ के नहीं देखूंगा. Then the universe will support you. I have no idea how. But आप थोड़ा सा भरोसा तो करो अपने आप पे. अगर मेरे साथ हो सकता है, आपके साथ भी हो सकता है. I'm an undergraduate, met a woman who's an engineer making crazy money. अगर मैं कुछ बन सकता हूं तो आप तो बिल्कुल बन सकते हो. सिर्फ एक डिसीजन ले लो कि आज के बाद पीछे मुड़ के नहीं देखना. Right? After that, I did not look back. But using that money, I started a recruitment company which totally flopped. Like flopped, इतनी बुरी तरह फ्लॉप हुई कि मतलब मेरे दोस्तों ने भी मेरा मजाक उड़ाया कि बेटा रिक्रूटमेंट कंपनी तो तेरे बस की है नहीं. सो आई स्टार्टेड दिस कंपनी. आई थिंक 3-4 महीने में कंपनी बंद हो गई. उसके बाद एक बड़ा सा फ्लॉप मेरा हुआ रेस्टोरेंट बिजनेस चालू करने का. नहीं कर पाया. बहुत कोशिश की रेस्टोरेंट बिजनेस चालू करने की, फ्लॉप हो गया. हाउ मेनी पीपल कैन रिलेट विद सो मेनी फेलियर्स इन माई लाइफ राइट नाउ? टाइप इन आई इफ यू कैन रिलेट विद मी राइट नाउ. उसके बाद इंदू ने फाइनली गुस्से में होके बोला, बेटा अब तू ना जॉब ले ले, बहुत हो गया टाइम पास, बहुत हो गया काम धाम इधर उधर घूमना, अब जॉब ले लो, लाखों की बातें बंद, पहले लो जॉब. हाउ मेनी पीपल हैव गॉन थ्रू दिस एक्सपीरियंस इन योर लाइफ इन योर फैमिली कि जब फैमिली मेंबर्स बोलते हैं बेटा बस हो गया अभी, अब काम कमाई शुरू करो, सपने बड़े बड़े बाद में देखना, पहले घर में कुछ पैसे लेके आओ. हाउ मेनी पीपल हैव गॉन थ्रू दैट एक्सपीरियंस इन लाइफ? आपने जॉब लिया नहीं लिया वो बात अलग है, बट हुआ तो होगा आपके साथ, राइट? So I went through that with Indu and I said, चलो ठीक है जॉब ढूंढते. And then Indu gave me one amazing advice. She said, this time na, don't try to do anything else other than what you love to do. I said, what do you mean? She said, what do you love to do? I said, training. I want to become a trainer like Anthony Robbins, like Landmark Forum. She said, then find a job as a trainer. I said, no, that I will do after I'm successful. How many people have something that is your passion? And you've made it your decision that जिस दिन आप बहुत पैसे कमा लोगे, सक्सेसफुल हो जाओगे, उस दिन करोगे. Raise your hands, can you relate with that? तो मैंने ना ट्रेनिंग को बहुत दिनों तक पोस्टपोन करता रहा. रेस्टोरेंट बिजनेस, रिक्रूटमेंट कंपनी, ये वो फलाना डलाना सब चालू किए. इंदु ने पहली बार बोला, ट्रस्ट योरसेल्फ, डू व्हाट यू लव, करके तो देख. एवरीवन टाइप इट इन द चैट विंडो, DIL, डू व्हाट यू लव, DWL, डू व्हाट यू लव. एक बार करके तो देखो, खुद पे भरोसा करो, जो अपना मन का काम है उसको पसंद करके तो देखो. डोंट अंडर एस्टिमेट योर सेल्फ. मैंने कहा चलो ठीक है, सुनने में क्या जाता है. और हमेशा ना इंदू मुझे वो नंबर 1 लॉ ऑफ अट्रैक्शन रूल याद दिलाती रहती है. किसी को याद है नंबर 1 रूल ऑफ लॉ ऑफ अट्रैक्शन क्या है? ठीक है, हैंड्स लाइक दिस, बोलो डोंट आस्क हाउ, डोंट आस्क व्हेन, जस्ट डू इट. तो मैंने कहा चलो ठीक है यार, ढूंढ के देखते हैं क्या होगा, ज्यादा से ज्यादा क्या होगा, नहीं मिलेगा ना जॉब और तो क्या होगा. तो स्टोरी सुनो, दिस इज क्रेजी. ओके, मैं एक ट्रेनर से मिला कुछ बातचीत करने के लिए, कुछ और काम के लिए, कुछ वेबसाइट बना रहा था, मैं ट्रेनिंग की वेबसाइट बना रहा था. उस ट्रेनर से मिला, वो ट्रेनर बोला, व्हाट डू यू वांट टू डू इन लाइफ? आई सेड आई वांट टू बिकम अ ट्रेनर. ही सेड आई हैव अ फ्रेंड कॉल मनीष, उससे मिल ले और मनीष को बोल देना कि आनंद ने देखो मेरा नंबर दिया है, जस्ट कॉल हिम, ही विल गिव यू अ जॉब कॉर्पोरेट ट्रेनिंग में. मैंने कहा कॉर्पोरेट ट्रेनिंग, अरे वाह, दैट वुड बी अमेजिंग. So he gave me the number. I called up Manish. I said, Manish, मुझे आनंद ने नंबर दिया है. Can I come for an interview tomorrow? He said, हाँ हाँ, आनंद ने मुझे फोन किया, आप आ जाओ कल सुबह. कल सुबह मैं पहुंच गया बराबर 9 बजे. इंटरव्यू दिया. बोलने में तो मैं अच्छा था ही. किसने प्रिपेयर किया था मुझे याद है? जर्नी याद आई मेरी. डायरेक्ट सेल्स, लैंडमार्क फोरम, एंथनी रॉबिन्स, नेटवर्क मार्केटिंग, ये सारी चीजों ने ना बोलना सिखा दिया था. पैसा कमाया नहीं करना कमाया, लोगों से कनेक्ट करना सिखा दिया था. So how many of you can see this prepared me for this moment? Yes or no? Can you see the connection now?
Many people are saying speak in English, Mitesh.
Many people are saying speak in English. Okay, I'll try to keep it in English. Now, basically, I left my attachment of trying to come up with all these kind of companies. And I said, okay, chalo, let's make a decision. Let's find this job. So I met Anand. Anand gave me Manish's number. Manish said, come for the interview tomorrow morning. I went for the interview next morning and I passed the interview with flying colors. After I passed the interview, Manish said, after I got the job, one day after I got the job, he said, Mitesh, how do you know Anand? I said, I met Anand for some website building stuff. He said, website building stuff? I said, huh, why? He said, which Anand are you talking about? I said, I don't remember the last name. He lives on FC Road, Pune. How many of you know Pune a little bit? In Pune, there's an area called FC College Road. So his office was there. And the moment I said FC College, Manish said, oh my God, confusion. I said, what happened? And Manish said, Mitesh, there's a confusion. You were not supposed to get this job. I said, what do you mean by that? He said, the day you called me, I was coming by flight from Bangalore to Pune. And I was coming with the owner of this company. And the owner of this company told me he has found a good trainer in Pune. He has given him my number, which is Manish's number, and that guy will call you, give him the job. It is only a formality. Now, Manish said, because it is the owner of my company, the interview was only what, everyone? Formality, right? He said, no, you did a good job in the interview, but I had already convinced that I have to give you the job. Then he told me something crazy. He said, Mitesh, the man who told me to give you the job is the owner of this company. His name is Anand David. Okay. And he lives in Bangalore. He doesn't live in Pune. And the man you met in Pune is my college friend called Anand, whom I haven't met for a long time. So look at this connection. Okay. His college friend Anand gives me his number. Same day, his boss Anand David gives him no number and says some guy will call you. And he gives me the job. And after giving the job, he realizes that he got confused about it. How many of you say this is pure magic? Raise your hands. Come on. This is like madness, right? Pure magic. So anyway, I got the job, and that's where I learned corporate training with Manish. I really thank him for teaching me what I have learned in my life about training, about corporate training. But here is what happened. After about joining Manford Alliance, which is the corporate training company I spoke to you about, in 6 months I got fired. Job se nikal diya mujhe. After I got fired in about 6 months, I said, now what to do? Starts my next chapter of my life. Started my own corporate training company with Indu's help. Indu said, trust yourself, apne aap pe bharosa kar, apni company chalu kar, start your own company. I said, okay, done. So we started our corporate training company, and this is how my journey started after that. Step one started with a lot of free training programs for companies. Some of you who want to start your corporate training journey, look at this journey. This is how it is done. How many of you would love to one day teach in the corporate world as a trainer? Type in I in the chat window. So I first start for free, add value. I started doing that. I used to call companies every single day asking, can I do training for them? Finally, I got my first client at 8,000 rupees per day. Okay. From there, it was a crazy journey. That 8,000 day became 10,000 per day, then it became 50,000 per day, then it became 20,000 per day, then it became 50,000 per day. Then came the dream come true, 1 lakh per day. Then it became 2 lakh per day, then it became 2.5 lakh per day. Right now, I'm at a crazy amount of 5 lakh rupee per day. I'm not joking with you. If today I go to a corporate company even for 2 hours, I am paid 5 lakh rupees per day. And here is the crazy part. I'm booked for the next 3 months and I'm saying no to the clients because I don't have time. How many of you say this is crazy, crazy journey starting with free? But how many of you say this whole thing prepared me for where I am today? It was all a journey. Life was preparing me. So how many of you agree? Nothing in your life is also a curse. Everything is a blessing. Everything is preparing you for being where you are today. Yes or no? Okay, I hope this inspires you. Then I did 17 years of corporate training with Indu. In 17 years, mastered law of attraction. trained more than 300 organizations, trained some of the biggest people in the country, all over the world, traveled, I don't know how many countries, bought a 4 BHK house, bought a house for my mom in the same society here. I bought a house for my mom in one day, bought a Mercedes, made so much money that I've saved crores and crores and crores of rupees in 17 years, and I became totally financially free. And when I say financially free, we've calculated with a financial expert that starting now, if I don't make money for the next 45 years, it doesn't matter. I can continue my same lifestyle without making money. I've saved so much money for the next 45 years. How many of you say that's a blessing? It's not just crazy, but it's a blessing to have this kind of money in your life, to have this kind of opportunity in your life, that you don't have to worry about money and you can just focus on adding value. That itself is a blessing. How many of you agree with that, right? So I'm blessed to have that kind of a career in corporate training. But then came in the best chapter where all of you come in. How many of you want to know how I came to know you? How I started my journey with you as Law of Attraction? Are you interested in that? So this is how I met all of you, by the way. In the year, I think 2020, right? Just before lockdown, I attended a course with Tony Robbins and Harvaker. 2 different courses. And there I realized something crazy. I realized we need to serve individuals and focus on contribution, because I realized that we've already been focusing too much on money. And I said, now it's time to focus on individual value. So we decided, let's start something for online coaching, teaching people law of attraction. But I had no idea how to teach law of attraction online. So I said, how do I do it? For 17 years, I was teaching law of attraction at home for free. Can you believe it? 17 years I taught law of attraction at home for free. People used to come to my house every Sunday for 17 years. We taught for free. 20, 30 people. We used to sit on the floor and teach law of attraction. Then I met this amazing gem of a guy called Siddharth Rajshekar. How many of you know this guy? He must be your coach as well. Everyone type in me in the chat window if you've heard about Siddharth or if you've worked with Siddharth already. I learned from him how to start my online coaching business, launched my first online course on 18th of March when lockdown happened, just a few days after that. How many of you remember that time when lockdown happened and the whole world just shut down? How many of you remember that time? Panic was there. And when people were panicking, it's a weird thing to say, but the day people were panicking, that same evening in my first online course, I made 3 lakh rupees. It was a crazy experience. 1.5 hours I did the webinar and 3 lakh rupees I made in the first webinar. Do you remember that, Indu? It was an amazing, in fact, some of you here are here right now, were part of that first webinar. How many of you remember being part of that first webinar? I think some of you were definitely there. And then after that, started the journey of law of attraction. I'll show you how. This was the crazy part. After that, started DMP. And it's been 2 years we've been training DMP. And the best part is we've trained 25,000 people on DMP. Every month, 2,000 people pay. But over a period of 2 years, there are more than 25,000 people. I'm sure the number is a little less. We've trained more than 25,000 people. Everyone type in congratulations for all of us for creating this kind of magic for 25,000 people for so many days, for so many months, and for 2 years, because it wouldn't have been possible without our collective energy, right? Then during the same time, I started Advanced Loa Course. It's been 2 years we've been doing that. We've trained more than 2,500 people on Advanced Loa Course so far. We started Wealth Mastery same time, and we started about 1,700 people so far. Actually, this number is wrong. I'm pretty sure we've crossed 2,000 people in Wealth Mastery. Finally started Platinum. Today, we've got 2 years of Platinum complete, and we've trained more than 520 people in Platinum. For Platinum members, we started courses like Relationship Mastery, NLP, Hope No Healers course, Law of Attraction Coaching Certification. The reason I started Law of Attraction Coaching Certification was one day I wanted to kind of give all this knowledge away to people so that more and more people can have this kind of success, not just me. How many of you would love that, right? Then Vastu consultation. And in last, I think 2 years, we made more money than we made in the last 17 years. You remember 17 years I did corporate training? And then 18 and 19, 2 years, I did law of attraction. Whatever we made in 17 years, I made 3 times of that in 2 years. How many of you think that is absolute madness? I crossed about 20 crores in 2 years. It is just absolute madness. And I'm not just saying this out of excitement. I'm saying this out of humbleness, because I'll be very honest with you. I had not dreamt of these numbers. My maximum limit was, which I had dreamt in once upon a time, was 1 lakh a day. And I remember when I told Indu first time, when she was making 1 lakh rupees per month, I told her, Indu, one day I want to make 1 lakh a day. She said, Pagal hai, are you mad? How many of you have had a crazy dream like this and your family members have called you mad? Type in I in the chat window. And Indu called me total crazy. She said, "Yaar, tu pagal ho gaya hai. हाँ, एक तो तू undergraduate है. First of all, you're not past your graduation. I've done my engineering. I've struggled for 15 years and I'm making 1 lakh rupees a month. You are saying you want to make 1 lakh rupees per day. Are you mad?" So for me, making 1 lakh rupees per day itself was crazy. What I made in the last 2 years, I'm humbled. I didn't even dream all this. It just kept happening and happening and happening. So now the total focus is only on one thing. Guess what is that? Anybody can make a guess. What is the total focus today? Because, beyond a certain point, kitna kharch kar loge? How much will you spend? Like, numbers become irrelevant after that. So I'm being honest. I'm blessed to say that I've been brought by the universe at point now where I can simply focus on serving and contribution. And I really want to leave this world knowing that I did something to make people happy. And that is why what I'm most proud about what we've done in the last 2 years together is this. So let me show you something really, really crazy. In the last 2 years, we've had thousands of people getting jobs, not hundreds. Believe me, we have thousands of people getting jobs. Thousands of people got cured of depression. Thousands of people created happy relationships. Thousands of people attracted amazing amount of money and thousands of people became happy every single day. How many people here are part of that journey? And some of you actually got cured of depression. Some of you got a job. Some of you, type in those words in the chat window, everyone. Job, happiness, cured depression, got a happy married life. What did you get? Because there are 700 people here right now and I'm 100% sure you were part of this journey. Some of you did Advanced Law of Attraction. Some of you did DMP, Wealth Mastery. I don't know, crazy. It's been an amazing journey. But what we've achieved together, it's just absolute bonkers. Like, especially in the last 2 months, I think 3 months, a lot of people have been doing Hope No Healers course and they are creating crazy magic. Like, you'll be surprised, it's the fastest course of my 2 years. We got more than 1,500 people in Hope No Healers course already. It's just madness. So this has been our journey so far. And you've all been part of us and you've made us who we are today. So on behalf of all of us, thank you. And I can't complete this part of the chapter before saying thank you to some very important people. And I'll tell you who they are. Ritesh and Pari. Ritesh and Pari are people who are like God-sent team members. Ritesh is the team member expert who creates my website, who does everything for us. And I wouldn't have been where I am today without this guy. So Ritesh, thank you. And his wonderful partner, who's also our customer representative, she's the one who answers all the technical emails. She's the one who responds to your email not working, login not happening. All of that is done by Pari. So everyone say thank you to Ritesh and Pari, because believe me, whenever you've been needing support, these are the people who've been supporting you. So now I want to show you what's in the future. So many results have already created. How many of you want to know what's in the future? Raise your hands. Okay. So the mission now is very simple. I want to have 10,000 people in DMP every day being happy. Everyone type in 10,000 if you think that's possible. If you would love to do that, where we all practice happiness together with 10,000 people every single day. We dance, we say our affirmations, we create magic, we be happy in our life and just live life platinum standards. How many of you would love that? Right? So that's absolutely possible. And some of the things that I'm launching now in order to achieve that is, first, we are creating something called a beautiful, beautiful measurement dashboard, which will give you the ability, each of you will give you the ability to measure your results every single day. How many of you would love that? Type an I in the chat window. Like, some of you are attending DMP every day. Some of you are attending Advanced Law of Attraction very regularly. Some of you are platinum, but you're not able to really pinpoint and say, I did it so many days and this is the results I got. Not statistically, not like a mathematical number. Am I right? Would you love that? Okay, great. So let me show you something amazing. Here we go. This is something we've been working on. It's like a dream project that we've worked on for the last just 10 days. And this is not 100% ready yet. I'm just showing it to all of you. This will be launched this week after it's fully ready, but it's 99% ready. Let me show you. Now, when each of you go to your courses, after you go to your courses, you will be able to see a dashboard, what I will show you on the screen right now. And on the dashboard, you'll be able to see what courses have you completed, how many videos you've seen, how many assessments have you done, what score have you got, have you done DMP or not, did you attend DMP today or not, did you pass your law of attraction lifestyle every day or not. All that on one single dashboard. And all platinum members, even though you have access to all 10 courses, all 20 courses, you will still be able to see your entire progress on one dashboard. How many of you are excited to see that right now? Okay, this is something I'm most proud of. Ritesh, we've been putting our heart and soul into this for the last 10 days. So here we go. This is the first student progress I'm sharing with you. And this is live. Okay. So if you see on the top over here, there is a name, and let me just put my video here. Yeah. So the first name is Safura here. So Safura505@gmail.com. That's the email ID. And then the courses that she's got. So whatever course we click on, it will show the assessment only for that course. So in case of Safura, she's done one assessment called the preparation test in Advanced LOA. This is her score, which is 100%. If you take the course the second time, third time, fourth time, in the score distribution, it will show how many times you've done that course, how many percentage did you get every single time. So all of that, then Hope, Nope, No, LOA, LOA DMP, LOA Vastu, NLP, whichever course you do, you will keep seeing. So if you see Safura has done Wealth Mastery, 2 lessons, this is her distribution score. If you go down, you will also be able to see the questions of that particular score. Each question, score, number you'll be able to see, and then you'll be able to see the 30 days data also. Let me show you another example here. So let's say I'll search one more student, Arya. So if you see at the bottom here, all the questions of Arya are also here. Let me see if I can share someone who has been attending DMP today or tomorrow. Samik. Let's see if I can find Samik. So Samik's data is not here in the DMP. Let's see, who did I find in DMP today? So you can search by email ID here. The moment you search, your name will appear. And as you see, the moment the name appears, all your assessments will appear here, right? So right now you can't see the data there because we've not launched it. We've not really got that data from there yet. But every day, so for an example, if you're only part of the Daily Magic Practice course, you'll log into the course, you'll see this dashboard, and you will see how many days you've been coming, how much points you've got every single day. And if you come back the second month, it'll show you you've done it for 2 months. If you've come back 3 months, it'll show you you've done it for 3 months. How many of you think this would give you solid progress in the future? Because anything you can measure, you can grow. Yes or no? Anything you can measure, you can grow. If you can't measure it, you cannot grow it. It's as simple as that. And that is why we've created this tool. Okay, so give me one word. How do you feel about that? In the chat window, everyone, how do you feel about this dashboard? All the current students, all the new students, are you excited about this? Type in loving it. If you're loving it, I'm loving it. I'm just, the whole idea of being able to capture people's results, measure them, score them every single day, showing them that journey of 10 years of success in 1 year, it would just be amazing to be able to measure that, right? Amazing.
Guys, 5 people working on it for last 15 days.
5 people working on it.
Including your Mitesh Khatri sir.
The day and night is going in it. It's been absolutely crazy. All right, now I'll show you something even more crazy. So we've been looking at creating a new look for the course, a new look for the platform. How many of you are ready for a little upgrade on the platform, how the courses look, what you can see? Are you looking for some upgrade? Everyone type in upgrade in the chat window if you want some upgrade over there. So we wanted to make it really easy for you to access, really easy to measure, really easy to check downloads, all of that, right? So Ritesh especially has been working very, very hard on this. Let me show you what Ritesh has created in the last 15 days. This is totally his baby. This is his creation. All right. So this is the course that I'm showing you called the Advanced LOA course, and how it will look starting tomorrow onwards. So once you see it, tell me if you love it. What I'm going to do is quickly create a poll for all of you before I show you that, where tell me the new look that I'm talking about. Do you love it? Or second choice I'm giving you is old look is better. Okay, so here we go. Ready to see the new look? All right, here we go. Okay, Ritesh is super nervous about this. All right. So now when you log into the dashboard, it will look something like this. It's not complete yet 100%, but it will look something like this, where on the top you'll see the dashboard here. The lessons will be here. My courses button is here. On the top right corner, you can search whatever lessons you want. The top left, if you see, shows next to my photograph, there's a circle. So that's the progress bar. On the right side, highlighted will be your Zoom link so that you never have to worry about your Zoom links anymore. All your courses in one place, support calls in one place, everything in one place. Then all your courses are now on the left side. So if you click on this, it beautifully opens up and it shows you each video is of how much time. So if you see start the basic LOA lifestyle time, 21 minutes, second video, third video, it just shows you exactly how much time. If you go to, for an example, chakra balancing activation, and you go to the chakra meditation for chakra points, let's say I go to that lesson over there. You will now on the right side see some beautiful things. You'll see complete lesson, add favorites, and downloads. So you don't have to worry about where your downloads are anymore. The downloads will show on the right side very, very clearly, very visible. And you'll be able to just click one button and download all the things in one go. You'll be able to also add it as favorites. So for an example, if I click on this now and I refresh this one more time. So once I refresh, I'll be able to see that this video has become my favorite here. So if you see next to chakra meditation, it shows my heart sign. It also shows, so you see this blue color? This blue color sign here means as a line, how much progress I have made on that video already. It will also show you your previous videos or your next videos here. You can directly go from there as well. And all your links, messages, everything will be in one place. Right now, this is just done for one course. Slowly, we're going to update this design for many courses. Okay, so as Ritesh is a little nervous about this, let's quickly start sending that poll to all of you. While I'm sending that poll to all of you, in the meantime, all of you quickly tell me if you're loving what you're seeing already.
If you're liking, tomorrow remember to congratulate him. He'll be very happy. He's not on the call right now. He's riding his bike.
Yeah.
But do remember to congratulate him.
Okay, so let's go. Let's see.
I like the comments. I'll make him read all your comments.
Some reason, because Indu, you've logged in as my ID, right? So Zoom doesn't allow us to create a poll when both of us are hosts or we are from the same ID. Doesn't matter. So just tell me in the chat window if you're loving this.
I can launch, Mitesh.
You can launch.
He's
just
allowing
launch.
you.
So launch it.
I launched.
You're the host and I'm the host. Everything in my life you can launch. I cannot launch.
I launched already.
How is that? How is that? Okay, Indu has launched the poll, everyone. Tell me if you're loving the look. Give us a poll on that. Say yes or no. Are you liking it? Do you think the old look is better? Tell us, give us some votes because we are doing our best to make things easy for all the students, making sure that we give you as much way to get results as possible.
So far, 100% people are saying loving it. Only 2 people said old is better.
How many people have voted so far, Indu? I can't see it because you're
510 people voted.
Damn, out of 700 people, 500 people have already voted. It's a go. Okay. All right. So let's publish
give
that.
them 1 more minute, Mitesh. Let all 700 people vote.
Okay. All right, guys, come on. Quick, 10 seconds more. Quickly give me a quick vote on that, on the polls that you see. And all right, now, Indu, what I want you to do is share the poll from there. You can share.
How to do that?
When you end the poll, yeah, after you do end, it'll ask you to share.
Sorry, guys, I'm still not so comfortable with.
Yeah, she only knows how to control me. She doesn't know how to control me. Just bear with her, okay?
Should I end the poll?
Yeah, end, and then it'll show you the button share.
Okay. Okay, share. Should I just click?
Yeah, click. क्या होगा? Bomb थोड़ी फूटने वाला है.
I shared. I don't know if you guys can see it.
Okay, can everybody see the poll results? Okay, only I can't see the poll results. You can see the poll results. You've taken over my.
Okay, I will tell you, it is 569 people voted, 567 people said love it, and only 2 people said old was better. I've taken the
Wow.
screenshot for Ritesh.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. Excellent. So now that that is done, here is my question to all of you. How many of you are ready to learn, ready to upgrade your life? Raise your hands. Excellent. So before I continue, here is my request. How many of you promise to create a similar journey of your life tonight? Type in IP, I promise, so that you can also clearly see how your life has prepared you to where you are today, right? I'll show you my mind map again, how it looked, right? Remember how I started? From my first part, which is my job, my multiple failures, met Indu, then my corporate training, and then finally how my courses started and the kind of results I've been able to create for people. All of this has prepared me to this day. 2 years are complete. Let's look forward to many, 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 many more years. Everyone type in congratulations in advance. Next year, we meet again at 6th of August, celebrating Law of Attraction one more time. And that day, we will not just celebrate, we'll do something really crazy. Let's look forward to maybe meeting somewhere live. How many of you think that would be an awesome idea, like a rock concert, right? Like maybe 5,000 people getting together. What do you think? Crazy dream? Yeah? Awesome. So let's do something like that next 6th of August. Let's keep that dream that 5,000 of us are meeting together, celebrating the Law of Attraction Day in Pune. Okay? Awesome. Now, let's understand how I achieved my platinum dreams. What did I do on the way? How I grew as a person. What did I change inside me to achieve where I am today? Would you like to learn what I changed so that maybe you can also change the same to create the same results in your life? How many of you are okay with that? Okay, so I'll tell you some of my biggest shortcomings, some of my biggest problems, if I may use the word, in my life, because of which I was not succeeding. And when I solved those problems, I am where I am today. So let me quickly show you that now. This is crazy. Showing everybody my failures also. So frequency problems. These were my frequency problems that I was going through. And over a period of time, I noticed it was nothing new. I think we all go through something like this. And that is why I'm not ashamed about it anymore. In fact, I'm proud that I recognize these problems. I worked on these problems. The first one was lack of emotional control. I was constantly in those days going through feelings like lack of confidence, feeling sad, feeling regret, feeling angry, feeling lonely. These were my emotional patterns. I had very little control over my emotions. How many people here really need to work on your emotional control? Type an I in the chat window. If you're realizing that you've also right now gone through this problem that I had been going through once upon a time of lack of emotional control, too much negative thinking. And I mean it. I had so much stress in my life because of negative thinking. My mind used to not stop thinking. I used to not sleep till 4 o'clock in the morning. And then during the daytime, I would oversleep because I didn't want to be awake, because I was thinking negative all the time about people, about relationships, about career. Type in negative thinking NT if you are also thinking negative and if this is bothering you right now in your life. Too many limiting beliefs. I had too many limiting beliefs. I had limiting beliefs that people don't support me. I had limiting beliefs that because I'm not educated enough, I will not grow in my life. I had limiting beliefs that because I don't have enough financial support, I will not grow in my life. I had limiting beliefs that because my health is in a certain way, my DNA is a certain way, my immune system is a certain way, I cannot make great fitness in my life. I had too many limiting beliefs. How many of you can relate with me? Type in LB, limiting beliefs, if you are also realizing you also have a lot of limiting beliefs in life. Unable to take consistent action. This was my biggest problem. Type in I if for some of you this is your biggest problem. I used to start things, stop things, start things, stop things. If you've observed me and if you know me a little bit in the last 2 years, I'm a crazy action taker. I say it, I start. I say it, I start. In fact, I'm saying so many things that now I have like action piled up for the next 2-3 months. But I was not always like that. I was really someone who was not able to take action for a very long period of time. Lack of life skills for HRCM. What is that? Health, relationships, career, money. I had zero life skills. And because of that, there were a lot of consequences in my life. Think about it. Every problem has a consequence. Everyone write down, problems create consequences. What is consequences? If I don't exercise, will there be consequences on my body? Everyone raise your hands. Yes or no? Of course, right? You can't say, if I manifest, my health will be fine. It's not going to work like that, okay? If you don't exercise, your health will get impacted. Yes or no? I learned something amazing with Anthony Robbins over a period of years. He said something amazing. He said, Mitesh, always remember, there is nothing called maintenance. You either upgrade or you degrade. Write that down. You either upgrade or you degrade. There is nothing called maintenance. How many of you have personally realized, even after joining Platinum, when you stop working on yourself, you immediately degrade a little bit? How many people have realized it? Type in R for realization in the chat window. How many people are part of Wealth Mastery, DMP, Advanced Loa? You disappeared for a few days and you started degrading. Type in R for realization in the chat window. How many people here are not part of any course right now and you're realizing that you're not learning and already experiencing degrade? So believe me, there's nothing called maintenance. So it's very, very critical that you understand something called consequences of life. I went through a lot of consequences in my life. Tell me if some of you have been going through similar consequences in your life. First, struggling in my health for many, 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 many years. I'm not joking with you. I had a lot of struggle in my health for a lot of years. Lack of motivation, lack of energy, lack of fitness, living with low health standards. That was Mitesh Khatri. I'm being honest with you. Slip disc, not able to exercise, extremely lazy, oversleeping, lack of discipline, zero energy. I was that kind of guy. How many people here are realizing you have average health standards? Type in I in the chat window if you're realizing it. I struggled with this for many, many years. I want you to tell me, for how many years are you struggling with average life standards? Are you struggling with average life standards for a few days, for 1 or 2 years? For how long are you struggling? In my next area, consequences were bad relationships, really bad relationships. And I'll tell you with whom. First, with my parents. I didn't have a good relationship with my dad. Very bad relationship with my parents, my siblings, Jayesh, Kudia, my brother and sisters. I had a really bad relationship with them. Bad relationship with my partners in that time. Bad relationship with in-laws initially because I didn't know how to respect. I didn't know how to get along with people. Bad relationship with friends. I had very few friends in my life because I would do stupid things because of which friends would go away from me. How many people here are realizing that you've lost a lot of good friends because of your own mistakes? Type in I in the chat window if you agree with me. I've lost a lot of good friends. Bad relationship with my boss, with my colleagues, clients, especially bad relationship with myself. I used to be such a big critic of myself. You cannot believe it. Like, Indu, would you agree? Indu was the one who made me realize. She said, Mitesh, how much you criticize yourself? How many people here are realizing you criticize yourself a lot? Type in I for realization if you're realizing you criticize yourself a lot, you doubt yourself a lot. I was so good at criticizing myself, you can't believe it. Last night, this is true story, okay? Last night, I was preparing for today morning session, Open Open certification. Normally, I don't prepare. The reason I was preparing...
Yes, guys, listen to this, okay? It is very interesting.
I know. You were coming to make fun of me. Okay. So last night, I was preparing. The reason I was preparing was, generally, I don't prepare. I sit and I start, okay? Today morning, 9 a.m. was what session? Anybody remembers? Hope No Healers Hindi course, lesson 1. You remember? Today, first day we launched. Now, I've not done Hindi course for a long time. So I was like, let's prepare. So how do I prepare? English course was already done. I said, let's go back and watch my own video. So for the first time, I watched my own video and I avoided the whole day, okay? The whole day I avoided. Like, khud ka video kaun dekhta hai yaar? Who's going to watch your own video? So, like, how many people don't like watching your own videos when you make YouTube videos? Like, it's so stupid, right? So I was like, no, I don't want to watch. But then finally I had to prepare. So finally, 9:30 at night, I took my video, said, let's play. And I purposely put it at 2x. You understand 2x? Like in the video, you can double the speed. I said, yaar, mujhe na jaldi khatam karna hai isko. I want to finish this fast. So I put it at 2x. Every 5 minutes, I'm taking my headset off and I'm telling Indu, yaar, sahi bol raha hai yaar ye. Yaar, this guy is good, man. Like, he's so good. And I'm not joking with you. I fell in love with myself last night. Yaar, this guy is so good. And then I realized, I said, Indu, can I tell you something? It may sound very arrogant. I said, I listen to so many trainers on YouTube. I'm much better than them, yaar. Like, I speak stuff which is so sensible, so scientific, so logical. And I just fell in love. Like, it was a 1-hour video. I must have stopped that video at least 10 times. You remember that, Indu? And every time I complimented myself, Indu would say, maine to bola hi tha. I used to always, you never got convinced that you're good at what you do. Indu, you'll want to unmute. You're saying something.
No, I was just saying that I always tell him that you are very good, you speak very well, you're spontaneous, you have a lot of knowledge. But
I didn't believe
nahi,
him.
he keeps going back to XYZ, ye trainer acha hai, wo trainer acha hai, iska result acha, uska result acha. And then yesterday he's like, shucks, really, I speak well, yeah. You were right about it. Now I know what you keep
It was such a
saying.
crazy experience. No, but it was really a good experience. And I realized for the first time that
I wish I could record that, Mitesh. It was hilarious, actually.
it was. Anyway, so for the first time, I realized that I've started loving myself. And I wouldn't have done it without Indu because she made me realize. She said, Mitesh, you need to have a good relationship with yourself. How many of you here have realized that you need to develop a better relationship with yourself? Type an I in the chat window because some of you really need to love yourself. Like you criticize yourself so much. So here's an assignment. How many of you would make sure that you will maybe watch one of your videos or go back and see something that you've done and appreciate yourself for it tonight? How many of you are willing to do that? Maybe something you've made,
Any
maybe
creation.
anything. It can be food that you've made, anything. Just appreciate yourself for what you've done, and you realize it's so easy to love yourself. Okay, so this is the consequences I've had in my life. I've had bad relationships, bad siblings, or I've really had bad relationships in my life as consequences of having all those negative frequencies in my life. In my career, I struggled like crazy. I've already told you my failures: not getting a job, not getting a desired job, doing a job that I hated. Like initially, I got one or two jobs that I used to just hate every day. How many people here can relate with that? Type an I. Like you do a job, but you hate what you do. Constantly confused about my career. This is me. Okay. How many of you can relate with this? I was constantly confused. Are you confused in
This
your career
was,
sometimes? Yeah. So
this
not
was,
what in the
this was you.
yeah, this was me. This was me. This was and Indu used to always tell me, he said, "Ek jagah tik jana, like decide one career you want to do." I used to be so crazy about everything I wanted to do in my life, but now I'm clear. I'm 100% focused. I used to not be sure about my future plans. Wanted to do something, but not sure how or what. Feeling lack of confidence, lack of support, not able to improve my business, and I used to go through these struggles for many years. Question to all of you: how many years are you going through similar struggles of relationships and career? Type in the chat window now. 1 month, 2 months, 6 months, 1 year. How long have you been going through this struggle? Finally, financial life, my struggles have been equally bad. Living with less money was something which was part of my life. Type in I if some of you just remember yourself living with less money for you don't know how long. Having less money but spending too much, not able to save money, don't know how to make money, not comfortable selling. This is my past me. Not sure where to achieve financial freedom, how to achieve financial freedom. I was really tired, trying many things, but things were just not working for me. How many of you can relate with that? And for how long you've been also struggling in your financial life? Tell me in the chat window for how long, everyone. Now, question: what do you think changed me? At one point, I started growing. What do you think changed my life? Can anybody make a guess? Frequency, yes, but what made me change my frequency? What was that one thing that helped me change my frequency? I think one of you gave me the right answer right now. Right, Prajakta, you got the right answer. It was decision. And I'll tell you what that decision was. Everyone write down no more. At one point, I said enough is enough. No more living average standards. And I'll tell you who helped me reach that standard: Anthony Robbins. It was an Anthony Robbins Date with Destiny workshop. Also, I remember many years ago when I was attending his video workshop, he said, you have to come to a point where you say, no more, I will not take this in my life anymore. I have to raise my standards. And that day, my life started changing. I knew a lot, but I was not applying. I was not learning. I was not surrendering. I remember my mentor told me, he said, Mitesh, your biggest problem is you're not a student. How many of you here are guilty of the same? Type in G for guilty. I was such a big preacher. You understand preacher? Gyan dete rehte log, advice dete rehte. I was such a big preacher, but I was a total failure. And my mentor told me, he said, Mitesh, you give senseless gyan. You give gyan without successful energy. And that is what is stopping you in your life. He said, you need to first become a student and surrender and learn. Once I made that decision, I never looked back after that in my life. I spent crazy amount of money with Indu to learn from my mentors. And that is why I am here today. How many of you are willing to start that journey of living with me platinum standards? Type in I if you're willing to live that platinum standards journey with me. Okay. If you're willing to live that platinum standards journey with me, some of you are already part of DMP, Wealth Mastery, Advance. Some of you are already part of Platinum. I promise you, we are about to do something even more crazy for all the Platinum members, including Platinum Meet is going to be declared very soon as a date. And a lot of things are in progress. But all of this sums to only one thing: 10 years of success in 1 year. All of this sums to only one thing. Everyone take your hands like this. Let's live life platinum standards. Nothing less than that is acceptable. That changed my life. And I said, now I will do anything in my life to learn. I will not hold myself back. And I started learning. And that's where I became who I am today. How many of you are willing to be with me in this journey and upgrade yourself? Raise your hands. Okay. Those of you who are willing to be with me, we're going to do something today which we have never shown before, which is we're not inviting people directly to Platinum by directly paying the full payment. We're directly inviting people to Platinum by just paying one amount of block link, which Indu will share in the chat window with you right now. All you have to do is block yourself with 10,000 rupees. And immediately after you do that, you will have complete 10 days this time, not 7 days, complete 10 days to decide whether you want to pay in EMI or decide whether you want to pay in full payment. Rest, you and my team can connect with each other later and you can help each other. But the point is, make a decision. Make a decision to upgrade yourself. If 500 people with us can already upgrade themselves and live life platinum standards, so can you. So while some of you are taking that decision, some of the platinum members, what would you like to say to these members who are taking that decision of joining platinum or to upgrade themselves? Who would like to share? Raise your virtual Zoom hand. This is completely spontaneous. I have not invited any platinum members with this intention, but I'm just openly asking them to share. What would you like to say about platinum standards, about this whole mission that we are on of living life platinum standard size? So let's go. Starting with Rahul, one of our most senior members. Yes, Rahul, go for it. Go. What would you like to say?
Emotional right now. Exactly. What I wanted, which I got from you.
Thank you, Rahul. Thank you. You've given us more than
money. I've received.
Thank you, Rahul.
10 times, I would say, 1,000 times which I have received.
They're crazy. Thank you, Rahul. Thank you. That's all I'll say. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So that was Rahul Vathore, one of our senior most platinum members. ये आता है मुझे रुला के जाता है कुछ तो बोल के जाता है. And thank you, Rahul. This has been an amazing experience to be able to see you grow, to see everybody grow. And it's been my privilege. Okay, so let's go to the next one. We'll take some brand new members also. Ruhi. Yes, Ruhi just joined, I think, a week ago. What would you like to say, Ruhi? Yes, Ruhi, I have unmuted you.
My heartfelt gratitude and love to you and the whole family, to Indu, everyone. So I'm a very young platinum member. So, but but the babies, they actually learn a lot. So that is my curious nature, and I'm so thankful. And I would encourage people to do it because I think for me, it has always been a standard that the best investment I do is in myself, because I'm always sure of the return on investment, no matter wherever. So, learning with Mitesh has been so far such an enriching journey for me and for my whole family, because I'm transferring those, values, in terms of everything. Like life has to be treated as a holistic way of living. So I'm transferring it to my children in my behavior, in my sense of approach, not that I'm making them sit and listen to your videos. And my kids are used to you. My little one says me, Mitesh Khatri is coming. Are you going for his classes? So, and they know that when I'm there with your lessons, they don't disturb me. So they're very disciplined that pace. And apart from that, like I had a lot of skills to make money, but they were potentially deactivated. Now I'm learning with you how to activate those skills, how to use strategy, as you said, strategy and science, and also, removing blockages related to money, because I come from a very my profession is very much spiritually oriented, and most people think, when you're spiritual, you don't need money, you can
True.
eat prana and live your life. I'm not at that stage right now. So I would really encourage people to go in for this, because you're going to give some direction to their life
Thank you, Rohit. Thank
also.
you for that
And you
encouragement.
can really materialize. I think what I learned with you, Mitesh, so far is, how do I use my spirituality to live this life right now?
Absolutely.
So thank
Amazing.
you.
Very well said. Thank you, Ruhi. Thank you very much. Everyone say thank you to Ruhi. She's one of our brand new platinum members just about a week ago. Okay, so everybody's asking about what's the fees, and I am going to unmute some more members in order to share their results, because some of the senior members are just crazy. I mean, looking at their results itself is, when I remember their journey, it's just beautiful. So, for those of you who want to know what really is the platinum fees and everything, I'll just give you one snapshot so that we don't invest too much time on that. This is the platinum snapshot. Just take a picture of this. All these courses are included. I'm not going to focus on courses because we're really more interested in eventually creating an amazing, extraordinary platinum life. But all these courses are included for you, and it's all for lifetime. If you join on EMI, that's the amount below there, which is 3 lakhs divided by 5 months. So 60,000 rupees per month. If you join in one go, it's 2,75,000 rupees. And yes, if some of you are already part of some of the other courses, the moment you join, we remove the fees, we deduct the fees of your existing courses. So if you're part of Advanced LOA, we will deduct that fees. And that is why right now we're not asking you to join either with the full EMI amount or either with the full payment. Just pay 10,000 rupees, block yourself. Rest we'll talk later. Okay, so take a screenshot, everyone, take a picture of this. We will send you this later, but let's go back to the interesting part, which is the sharing part. All right, so coming back here to Pinky, one of my most favorite in the group. Yes, Pinky, go for it. Bolo.
Yes, sir. At the first, congratulations, sir.
Thank you.
Congratulations
Thank you.
to all of us.
Yes,
And
congratulations
sir,
to all of us.
yes, sir. Since 2 years, my life has been totally changed, sir. When I met you first time from the day, and now I have find myself upgrading myself only. Not going low, not going medium, I'm going up only. And I means before I was so I was so I was only thinking of others. I was not thinking of myself, and I was just what I will say. Yeah, I was just neglecting myself, and you trusted me. I was not trusting myself. You trusted me, and you showed me the path, and you took out me from that zone where I used to be, and now. See, sir, I'm always happy, and all my friends of Platinum call me Happy Pinky. So I'm always happy, sir. Now I have forgotten what I was, whether I was having panic attack or no. I really had forgotten everything, sir.
I'm very happy.
And now
Very happy.
you
I
made
don't
me
even
law
want
of
to remember
attraction.
all that.
Yeah, and now you made me law of attraction coach also. And students are coming to me, and I'm thinking now I'm teaching them. They are feeling so confident, and there are so many results I have to share with you, but due to some shifting and all, I was busy with that, and I was not coming for the classes, and I was really missing you all. And thank you, Indu ma'am, and you for changing my life and making new Pinky. I'm new Pinky now. I don't know what I was before and what I will be, but I'm new
Happy
Pinky.
magical Pinky for all of us. Thank you, Pinky.
Yes,
Thank you
sir.
for sharing and inspiring it. Thank you. All
Thank
right,
you,
so
sir. Thank
everyone, that was that happy magical Pinky that I used to talk about in my platinum webinars. How many of you platinum members who worked with Pinky in her batch are really getting emotional right now? I can see you right now going crazy, right? Like where she was, where she is today. It's such an amazing experience.
And she's a transformed person, Mitesh. She's an
Completely, as she
absolutely
said, yeah.
transformed person.
Very new person today. Okay, so let's take someone who can also. A lot of people asking Hindi में बात कर सकते हैं. So let's me invite Archana. हाँ अर्चना जी बोलिए. एक मिनट अनम्यूट नहीं हुआ है. अब बोलिए. हाँ आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही. नहीं. Yes.
हाँ, मैं कब से सोच रही थी मुझे भी मौका मिले।
बोलो बोलो।
मैंने पहले लॉ ऑफ अट्रैक्शन से शुरू किया था, बेसिक, देन एडवांस, देन वेल्थ, एंड देन एनएलपी, एंड देन प्लैटिनम। और मुझे वेल्थ को ज्वाइन किए 1 साल हो गया, प्लैटिनम को 9 मंथ्स हो गए। आज मेरा 1 साल यूट्यूब चैनल हो गया। मैं कर नहीं पा रही थी, आपने पीछे से पुश कर करके करवाया, करना है। मेरी 4 बुक्स निकल गई, मैं कोच हूँ, मैंने बहुत सारे लोगों के लाइफ में बहुत सारा कंट्रीब्यूशन किया है। और सबसे जो डिफिकल्ट फेज था कि अभी मैं 1 महीने से बीमार थी, मेरी एंजियोप्लास्टी हुई है 26 जुलाई, तब भी मैं यहाँ पर हूँ। आज मैं फिर 15 दिन बाद आज मैंने अपना कम बैक किया, आज वीडियो किया, और
वापस आके वीडियो बना लिया, क्या बात है।
और अगर मैं शायद आपसे नहीं मिली होती तो मेरा लाइफ जो हेल्थ था वो वही रहता, नेक्स्ट टू गॉड और अबव गॉड। सर, मेरे लाइफ का इतना बड़ा, आप नहीं मिलते तो कुछ नहीं होता। मैं बहुत ही ज्यादा, मेरा जो HRCM के सारे जो रेटिंग्स थे वो 1 और 2 थे, और अब सब यहाँ पर हैं। मुझे 2 महीने और दीजिए सर, मैं आपको और भी प्राउड फील कराऊंगी।
तो आप लाइफ टाइम साथ में हो, कहाँ जाओगे, छोड़ेंगे नहीं आपको। कांग्रेचुलेशन।
इतनी टफ टाइम से मैं निकली, लेकिन मैं अगर शायद पहले वाली अर्चना होती तो मैं पूरी डिप्रेशन में चली गई रहती। बट सर आपका, मैं रोज सोचती हूँ आपके लिए कि नितेश सर नहीं होते तो पता नहीं क्या होता।
कुछ नहीं होता, हम वैसे भी आगे बढ़ रहे होते, बस कोई और होता। थैंक यू अर्चना, थैंक यू वेरी मच। Okay, this is getting beyond emotional. I had not expected all this. Anyway, so let's go to someone else. Manjunath. Yes, Manjunath, go for it.
Thank you, Mitesh.
Hey, Manjunath, yes.
Yeah, thank you, Mitesh. Good evening, everyone, and good evening, Mitesh, and congratulations to everyone. Yeah, I met Mitesh around 16 years back in one of the corporate training in our company. And that day, the way he delivered the training mesmerized me, and I got attracted towards him. And I was following him from that time. From past 16 years, I was following him on the on the Facebook. Okay, I used to see all of his postings, everything. 2 years back, during the lockdown, when he launched digital coaching course, I was the first one to join.
You were one of the first ones to join.
In the first webinar itself.
Gotcha.
Later on, he launched 2 more courses, but I did not join. Later on, I joined for the Wealth Mastery. And then when he launched Platinum, I signed up for Platinum. I'm again one of the early member in the Platinum. Okay. In fact, that day when I decided to join Platinum, my wife was not so very happy looking at the fees and those things. And later on, in fact, today, if I see, she is following more lessons than me.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That is amazing.
She also got an access because you give 2 access to one family. So she's following more courses than me. Even if I miss something, she watches that and she tells me, go and watch this. Okay, this is very fun. Okay.
Amazing.
Yeah, the journey so far is very good. I am also an aspiring coach. I've learned, I'm learning this LOA certification course also. I'm trying to launch my this one. Very soon I'll be taking a decision and I'll also be launching this.
Absolutely. Looking forward to it, Manjana. Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for encouraging everyone.
Yeah. And I would say for everyone who is thinking twice whether to join or not, just close your eyes, believe in universe, believe in Mitesh, and just do it. And
thank you very much.
It will pay the way.
Thank you so much, Manjunath. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was Manjunath, one of our senior most members, one of the first batch. He's right. The first batch, which I did 18th of March, he was the first ones to join. Okay, so going to a couple of more. Let's go to kind of medium someone, like not too old, not too new. Let's go to someone who joined like somewhere in the middle, I think about 6 months ago.
Mitesh, Akanksha. She
Can you read my mind so much? I was about to highlight Akansa and you actually took her name. This is absolutely crazy, Indu. How can you think of the same that I do? Madness. Anyway, Akanksha, let's go.
I'm happy both of you chose me. Firstly,
Bolo.
thank you so much, sir. So it's exactly like around a year that I joined you guys. I was a totally different person, and today I'm a different person. Like I've joined the highest platinum course that you have, planned lifetime. So I
True.
want you guys. So basically what I've learned is that हम बोलते हैं हमारी जिंदगी में प्रॉब्लम्स आनी है, पर प्रॉब्लम्स भी हम अपनी तरफ से अट्रैक्ट करते हैं। ये मैंने आपको ज्वाइन करके समझा है। ये सब हम सोचते हैं हम क्यों, ये हमारी ही कहीं ना कहीं अट्रैक्शन होती है। तो मुझे समझ आ रहा है हमारी प्लैटिनम प्रॉब्लम्स भी हो सकती है, उसको हम प्लैटिनम सॉल्यूशंस प्रोवाइड कर सकते हैं। एंड द
I like
कोर्स
that.
आइडिया डिजाइन इज लाइक, हम बोलते हैं कि हम सॉल्यूशंस कैसे लाएंगे, वो सॉल्यूशंस एग्जैक्टली प्लैटिनम उसमें है। रिलेशनशिप मास्टरी में हमें पता है ईगो सबसे बड़ी प्रॉब्लम है, लेकिन ईगो को नाम दिया है आपने कि किस टाइप की ईगो होती है और हम उसको कैसे सॉर्ट कर सकते हैं। इतना एप्ट डिस्क्रिप्शन अबाउट एवरीथिंग, अबाउट रिलेशनशिप, अबाउट करियर, अबाउट वेल्थ, इतना प्योर डिस्क्रिप्शन किसी भी चीज का हो नहीं सकता था। लाइफ इतनी सिंपल हो गई है, ह्यूमन फॉर्म लिया है, मटेरियलिस्टिक लोग हैं हम, तो ऑब्वियसली प्रॉब्लम्स आएंगी, उनका सोल्यूशन आपने हमें दिया है सर। आई एम सो grateful to you guys, Indu ma'am and you.
What
I
you've
don't
done in
have
1
words
year.
to describe what difference you've made in my life. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, this is going a little bonkers for me. All right. यार कोई आओ जो इमोशनल कम करे. This is going really crazy. All right, Vijay. Vijay and Anu, one of our senior most again. Yes, Vijay, go for it.
Good evening, Mitesh. Good evening, Indu. Congratulations for including me and Anu and our family into your journey. I always thank Indu several times. Thanks for deciding to come to B2C.
Yes. True, that happened so many years ago, but I'm happy I did.
Yeah. And first exposure to you was through my one of my life mentors, Preman Gita Pillai, who introduced your book to us, sending a snapshot of your cover, telling that please buy this book, and it changed. And 2017 we had a live session with you in Mumbai, a 1-day session, and with the time before the lockdown, just the lockdown started, when the first mail that came to me was Wealth Mastery.
I remember that. So you
And
were also one of the first batch with, I think,
Yeah.
Sanjay and Manjunath and everybody. You actually
Yes.
came to the West Mastery course. Yeah, that's right.
I first joined the Wealth Mastery. Then, without understanding what it was, I joined the digital coaching. And then when Platinum came, I just joined. And at that time, you had only maybe 3 or 4 courses. And you said whatever that's going to come in future is also there for you. Me and Anu were telling, already we have got the Paisa Vasool, what more is going to come? So, and I'm really I don't have words to say. From the time that we thought these were going to be the courses that gets multiplied by 10 times every 6 months. It's about, I don't know what goes in your mind to give us. And for people who are seeing or thinking about Platinum, one thing I can tell you is, whatever amount that you're going to pay, I didn't see the number that whatever Mitesh was showing. You will think in about 6 months time that, I'm paying only itna hi pay kar raha hu main. That's the feeling you will have, because that's what we had within maybe 2-3 months of joining. And thanks a lot, Mitesh. You have, without pushing me physically, you have pushed me to become a coach.
Thank you, Vijay. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Life is fabulous. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Vijay. Thank you very much. Vijay and Anu. Okay, so thank you very much. Before I continue with a few more people, I'll quickly show that screen to some of you one more time. This is the screen that you should take a screenshot of, which is, let's say, where is it gone? Yep, this one. So it's a simple screen here. All you need to do is remember to take a snapshot. Right now, all you need to do is pay 10,000 rupees. And for the link of 10,000 rupees also, I'll show you which link is better and fast to pay with. It's simply miteshkhatri.com/block now. I'll put it on the screen for all of you.
Mitesh, while you're doing, can I answer a few questions? Just few.
Yes, of course.
Yes, you can pay EMI using Paytm, Google Pay, bank transfer. Anything is fine. Yes, we subtract the fees you already paid. It is going to be lifetime. We have stopped yearly membership completely. So everything is lifetime now.
Yes.
I think I've answered most of the questions, and the link is already shown on the screen.
Perfect. So let's go to at least 2-3 more people. 7:30 तक थोड़ा और मस्ती करते हैं, फिर जाते हैं. What do you say, everyone? हाँ, थोड़ा और रोया जाए थोड़ा और. चलो, let's go to a couple of more people. Beshu. Yes, Beshu, go for it.
So I can't see myself, but I hope I'm visible.
Yes, we can see you. We can see you. Yes.
Thank you. So रोने की बात करिए तो फिर मेरी बात तो आनी चाहिए.
You're an expert.
Yes.
बोलो बोलो.
I was an expert before meeting you in crying. आपका जो पहला workshop attend किया था, that was the free one. I was crying there also, and I've cried so much for the past years before joining you that my eyes gave up at one point of time. I was very suicidal. And I was searching for somebody who can teach me how to be happy. And you won't believe, I was searching it like crazy on internet, and I got all the courses that I could get my hands on, but nothing was working out for me. Like, I was very desperate for happiness, for living one day at a time. So it was very difficult for me to just cross one day. And if I was alive that particular day, I was really grateful. I was pushing myself to live one day at a time. And when I was at a point a little bit stable from that moment, थोड़ा बहुत courses इधर उधर join किया, थोड़ा बहुत drag किया अपने आप को, थोड़ा सा stable हुई. And then when I found your first video, somebody gave me पुराना वाला law of attraction video on YouTube. I was again searching for how to join your course, but I could not find it. Maybe my frequency was not that high at that particular time. But I subscribed to your channel, and the moment I saw you were live and I could get an opportunity to join you, it was like a magnet just pulling me. Like, your courses, your energy, your love is like a magnet. It just pulls us towards you. And I wasted no time in joining Advanced. I wanted to do Platinum, but somebody said, no, don't join Platinum. And I was like, these are some stupid people. I want to join Platinum. मैंने किसी की बात नहीं सुनी, and I did not even inform my family that I'm joining something like that. And I just upgraded like anything. And that was the most blessed decision of my life I could have ever taken, because from that point, जैसे आप बोल रहे थे ना, decision is what I have taken at that particular time. और उसके बाद से everything just turned around 360 degrees. I am the happiest person I know, because I create that happiness every single day for myself, and with your help, I'm teaching law of attraction. And I remember I was joining in that temptation of getting personal sessions with you, but that was over before I could join. And then Indu said, okay, you'll get one session. So I was like, ठीक है, एक ही है, मैं उसको बचा के आराम से use करूँगी. And when I got that with you, that was also a life turning moment, because that is when I decided I want to quit my job. And I took a lot of important decisions in my life with your support, with your guidance. And abhi jab hamara platinum meet hua tha, I remember I cried for almost half an hour, and you were there, and you said it yourself. I hate to say it, that I am like a fatherly figure for you now. So that was, मैंने आपकी shirt भी गीली कर दी थी रो के, so I remember that. And Indu ma'am, I was just sitting and writing, और वो bag में से हाथ में पकड़ के बैठी हुई थी, तो she could see कि I'm not very comfortable. She came between the session, and she came and she took my bag away and she kept it at some good place. So that's the love. It's not about the money. It's about the love that you put in your teachings, in your courses, or whatever we call it. And there is nobody who teaches it like this. I used to search for courses internationally, because I was like, India में कोई सिखाता क्यों नहीं है, पैसे कैसे कमाना है, financial freedom, multiple sources of income. I couldn't find anybody, and सारा चीजें बाहर ही होता था, and it is so costly that you cannot afford it. Like, there was one course I wanted to join which costed like 20 lakhs for 6 months. I was like, इतने में घर आ जाएगा बाजू में, मेरे को कोई नहीं खरीदना देगा ऐसा कोर्स. So when I just saw it is, I was like, मुझे सोचना नहीं है दोबारा, I have to do it. And the love is insane. Like, I can feel that love, I can create that love. And you just, जैसे आप लोग खुद ही याद देख रहे थे कि आप क्या सिखाते हो, कैसा मतलब क्या बढ़िया बोलते हो, वो सब हम लोग देख पाते हैं. And every single time we attend you, we fall in love with you again and again. And it is a no-brainer, like lifetime हो या एक साल को, it's a no-brainer to go and attack this platinum opportunity, because ये opportunity मिलता नहीं. You are blessed that you are here, because I was looking for this opportunity. I was crying every single day on roads, everywhere you can find me, I was crying, and I was looking for this help which I was not getting. So if you are here, it's your opportunity to grab it. Just don't let it go. That's what I'm.
Thank you for inspiring so many people. Thank you very much. Okay, so that was Beshu, very, very different person today compared to who she used to be once upon a time. We'll take a couple of people more. We'll take someone who's like super new again, and then we'll take someone again in the little middle, and maybe someone very, very old again one more time. Okay, so let's go to Vamika. Hey, Vamika, go for it.
Sir, I don't have much words. I'll do this.
Thank
I
you.
don't have any words. You saved my life. You saved my marriage. And I have one thing. It's a blessing that you are in our life. I have one thing to show. Just give me 1 second. I don't know if
No, I'm not able to see.
this is my guru wall.
Oh, your guru wall. Oh, thank you very much.
Sir, मेरा life totally मतलब I don't have any words to express my gratitude.
Welcome. Thank you.
नहीं बोल पा रही हूँ कुछ भी
Your
सर
gratitude is
मैं
your
अभी.
success to me.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, so Vamika is someone, she really has been an amazing person. Her life partner Indra, and they've really, the kind of examples they've been for Platinum of what people can do in relationships is just amazing. Okay, so I'm going to take someone super new who's just joined in, and let's see what they have to say. So I'm doing something crazy. I'm inviting Mo here, who's just joined like literally last weekend. Let's see how she is feeling. Yes, Mo, go for it.
Oh, she's just few days old with it.
Literally, I had no idea I was going to invite her, but anyways, go
I
for
think
it.
I'm the youngest one in the
Youngest in
platinum
the
group.
Go for
So yeah, so to all the people who are still thinking whether you should go for it or not, from my experience, I would say just jump into it. I know it's a very hard decision to make. In fact, I had chewed Indu ma'am's brain that evening when I was, taking this decision. I totally appreciate ma'am's patience because the kind of questions I was asking her. But then one thing I would like to share, while I started watching your videos, Mitesh sir, for quite maybe 2 months or so, I was getting few results as well. But where I felt that there is something lacking, I need proper guidance. Even though the courses are there, someone who should tell me which one I should do first, which one I should do next, so that I can shape up my entire HRCM completely. So one result that I would like to share with all of you, I know it's pretty, it's too early though. It's just 3 days that I have joined Platinum. So I always used to have this phobia about public speaking. So in my office, my manager is another, exceptional piece. So she's like one chatterbox. So we had this event like, every fourth Friday, we felicitate all the top performers. And just 10 minutes before the event, she used to always drive it. So that day, just last Friday, yesterday. So 10 minutes before, she's saying that you need to drive this event. So I'm like, okay. So then I'm like, but my throat is completely bad because I'm down with cold. Can you do it? So as usual, she was like, no, you have to do it. You can take 10 minutes of break and do that. So I did it quite well because since I have been watching your videos, I don't know, a few of your, actions and dialogues were actually spontaneously coming in, actions as well. So, for example, one of the employee was having a birthday yesterday. Someone said, okay, while he's receiving the award, that person's birthday is also. And I'm like, oh, okay, it's your birthday. So I'm like, okay, you are not in a session, you are in the office. So it's the, addiction that I have got while watching your videos, copying your actions. I've imbibed everything in me. So after the session got over, so she came and she said, good job, Mo. So I realized if it was 2 months back, I would have been in palpitation, like, oh my God, I do not have a script. I don't know how to manage people. So 100 people are there in the session. But yesterday, since I have started taking sessions after I got into your courses, I have students as well. So that camera phobia has gone away. Wow. That confidence have come up. And while I was driving the session, it was like, okay, you have to live life on a platinum standard. So I was just repeating that in my mind. And it went so smooth, the entire event. So thank you once again. I think I have, cut down that limiting belief of me that I can't, speak properly in public.
days.
Thank you once again. So guys, please do not give a second thought. Do join Platinum.
Thank you. Thank you for that encouragement for everyone. Okay, so those of you who are getting amazing encouragement here, yes, Indu.
Everybody's ending their sharing with guys join. Please, हमने किसी को नहीं बोला ऐसा बोलने के लिए.
No, this is not a promotion. We literally wanted to do a Law of Attraction anniversary today. And if you see, unlike many other courses, we've not done any special discount here. There is no, like, I don't believe in discounts and stuff like that. It's just love, as Beshu said, and this is what we offer. Just come in. I and Indu have this crazy passion of being with people, loving people, connecting to people. And many years ago, I and Indu made a decision, which now I realize why we took that decision. I'll tell you something secret about me and Indu, which not many people know. Only platinum people know that. I was looking for a girl in my life who did not want children. Okay, I really mean it. मैं ऐसी लड़की ढूंढ रहा था जिसको बच्चे नहीं चाहिए, ठीक है? Because मुझे हमेशा ये डर था that if by chance I have a child, see होता क्या है? If you have kids, the kids will be like you. Yes or no? तो मुझे हमेशा डर क्या था कि अगर मेरा बच्चा मेरे जैसा निकल गया तो मेरी तो लग गई. If I have a child like me, I'm dead. So I decided I don't want to have children in my life. Seriously, I was that bad in my life. I used to hate myself so much. And incidentally, Indu was looking for a man who did not want children. So when we met, and the first day we had a date, when we discussed about children, and she's like, I'm not interested in children. And I'm like, even I'm not interested in children. And she's like, really? Wow. And we were so happy. That kind of got us connected to each other. But उस डिसीजन को लेते समय तो हमने ये सोचा नहीं था कि हम प्लैटिनम शुरू करेंगे. Many times when we sit at night today, we realize how parents worry all night कि इसका क्या करेंगे, हाँ, like इसको पढ़ाई कैसे कराएंगे, इसकी शादी कैसे करेंगे ना. एवरी नाइट वे थिंकिंग, यार ये आकांक्षा का क्या करें हिंदू, हाँ यार ये नेहा बहुत रोती है यार, इसकी मम्मी बहुत परेशान कर रही, क्या करे इसका, राइट. मैं थिंकिंग यार वो मंजुनाथ का यार चालू क्यों नहीं हो रहा है वेबिनार, हाउ कैन आई हेल्प हिम विद दैट, राइट. लाइक
नहीं दिशा को रोना कैसे बंद करवाए,
दिशा को रोना कैसे बंद करवाए. Every day that somebody knew we're talking about. Now we realize हमको बच्चे क्यों नहीं चाहिए थे, क्योंकि अगर वो बच्चे होते तो प्लैटिनम नहीं होना था बॉस, राइट. So anyways, I would say with Indu in the spotlight, we are blessed to have all of you. That's all I can say. And congratulations for all of you for being with us, celebrating this beautiful Law of Attraction Day. And I wish one day we spread this mission to as many people in India as we can. And I'm doing my best, investing my best to make it on national television. We've created a campaign for 1 full year so that more of you can get that advantage of, you know, becoming Law of Attraction coaches, so that this concept can become famous. Many people can start working on life skills at a very early age. How many of you think a lot of things we are learning here, we should have actually learned it in school? We should have learned it in college. Yes or no? Right. So I wish that we are with you for the next as many years as we live. That's why I created Lifetime Platinum Deal. And I remember I'm working with some trainers who teach me also sometimes, and they keep telling me, he said, Mitesh, make it yearly plan, make it yearly plan. And I said, no. One-time investment, lifetime learning, that's a mission. एक mission है, उसको follow करना है. And if I can even have 1% of India follow this mission, पैसा आ जाएगा. Like 1% of India बहुत होता है. How many of you agree? It's too much, right? So what is the mission here? There's one more mission that I want to talk to you about before I leave today. I want Platinum members to be the happiest human beings in the world. Everybody talks about the most successful people in the world. I think success is overrated. सक्सेस ना बहुत, हमने इसको बहुत बड़ा बना दिया ये वर्ड सक्सेस को. सक्सेस के बाद क्या चाहिए होता है? हैप्पीनेस. सो हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू एग्री हैप्पीनेस इज मोर इंपॉर्टेंट देन सक्सेस? यस और नो? सो यू नो, एवरी सिंगल प्लैटिनम मेंबर हु इज विद मी, प्रॉमिस योरसेल्फ दैट you will always prioritize your happiness. You will never allow yourself to feel unhappy because somebody left you, because you did not achieve a goal, because you fell down. I mean, people get unhappy for stupid reasons, right? And we want to be the happiest people on this planet. We want to be examples of happiness, unconditional happiness. You've heard about unconditional love. I want to spread the message of unconditional happiness to people over here. And that's what Platinum is all about. So with that, I'm not going to talk about Platinum anymore. I want to say that let's make this Law of Attraction Day the yearly event. Next year, let's keep this intention. I don't know how it will happen. Muh se nikal gaya, so let's keep that intention now. Let's make it a live event in Pune. How many of you would love that? Right? Let's make it. So in Pune, there's only one place I think that can hold 5,000 people. I think it's Balewadi. I think it's the sports stadium. है ना इंदु? वहाँ पे आते होंगे 5,000 लोग. शायद उधर भी नहीं आते.
आराम से
आते होंगे. So let's book Balewadi 6th of August. Let's meet there together and let's celebrate. Vision board.
Let's make a vision board.
Everybody, let's put it on the vision board. I will also put it on my vision board. 6th of August 2023, 5,000 people attending Law of Attraction yearly ceremony on in Pune, Balewadi Stadium. Would that be amazing? Yeah. So looking forward to that day. But what I really want to see on that stadium that day are 5,000 happy people. What I want to see is 5,000 family members. What I want to see is 5,000 people hugging each other, crying out of tears and happiness and saying, this is the life I wanted. And that's what the dream is. Happy to have that dream? Okay, perfect. So Platinum members, I know there are many of you who would love to share more, but honestly speaking, gala bhara hai, dil bhara hai. I'm very honest.
Ek 10 minutes give for Q&A.
Q&A?
Yeah.
Yes, done. So anybody who wants to ask any questions, you're welcome.
And I think let Naveen Mittal, I think it's Naveen Mittal's wife. She's raising really hand for long.
I think a couple of people are there. Pooja and then Sandesh are raising hands for long. Okay, let's have them share. Priya also.
एक दो बहुत देर से कर रही हूँ.
Done. Kaya Pooja, where is Pooja? Yeah, here she is. Here she is. Okay. In the meantime, some of you who are asking questions, you're welcome to ask questions. Indu will answer in the chat window for you. Yes, Pooja.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, Indu ma'am. Thank you so much. Being a housewife, जब सब लोग ये सक्सेस की बात कर रहे थे, सर ने बोला तो मुझे लगा ये सब लोग मेरी ही बात कर रहे हैं. Because being a homemaker, सबको लगा इनको तो जरूरत ही नहीं है. But believe me, even homemakers need to be happy. I used to be happy, लेकिन मुझे लगा था वो नहीं, और जरा सा मुझे किसी ने कुछ कहा, so I was so emotional कि I used to be low उसी वक्त. चाहे नवीन जी ने कुछ कहा, चाहे बच्चों ने unintentionally, but my frequency was so low. But now अगर कुछ कहता भी, I have made so hard rules for being negative, तो कोई फर्क ही नहीं पड़ता है. अब मैं यही जवाब देती हूँ, I'm so happy and satisfied. तो सामने वाला बिल्कुल चुप.
Amazing. Amazing.
ये बोलते तो पागल हो रही है क्या, जब नवीन जी तो कर रहे हैं तो he knows. But thank you to Naveen also in this big platform. इन्होंने join किया था and I'm doing, and it has really changed my life.
Thank you, Pooja.
Now I don't, मुझे कोई फर्क ही नहीं पड़ता है. So okay, I'm so happy and always, and लोगों ने मुझे बोलना शुरू किया कि बिटिया की शादी के बाद you started looking young.
Wow, amazing.
Yesterday only I was born in a marriage and everybody complimented me. क्या हो गया? Like नहीं. Because I've started being happy.
Amazing. Thank you, Pooja. Thank you
Naveen
so much.
here.
Oh, hey, Naveen ji, hi. Welcome back.
सर कैसे हैं?
बिल्कुल मजे में. As you always say, बहुत मजा आ रहा लाइफ में.
अरे full on मस्ती सर. जकास. Life is जकास. मैंने सर आपका प्लेटिनम ज्वाइन करा था विद इन अ वीक. आई मतलब विद इन अ वीक पहले डीएनपी करा था, देन विद इन अ वीक आई एम प्लेटिनम ज्वाइन कर लिया था आपका लाइफ टाइम. और मेरी उसके बाद जर्नी तो आपको पता ही है, सुपर चल रही है. रॉकेट लग गया, रॉकेट सर, रॉकेट. आई हैव रिकवर्ड अ लॉट ऑफ मनी. मतलब जितना भी आपने सिखाया उसमें मैंने क्रेजी अमाउंट ऑफ मनी रिकवर कर चुका हूँ ऑलरेडी, और रिकवरी मोड पे ही हूँ अभी भी.
Very happy.
But आगे मेरा पैसा फंसना बंद हो गया सर.
That's important. Frequency ठीक हो गई है. That's the beautiful part. That's the beautiful part. Amazing. Thank you, Ravi ji.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much. Okay, so let's bring in one of the youngest magicians of the group. Okay, and let's go, Priya. Hey, go for it, mom and daughter. Bolo.
Yeah. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, Indu ma'am. Thank you, Mitesh sir. So it is really a blessing. I think in a first law of attraction workshop, I said, Bhagwan, मंदिर में नहीं, भगवान, I think IMK के workshops में और IMK के screen पे है. I remember that day that when I requested Mitesh sir on the Facebook and I got that request accepted after 6 months. So it was really a blessing for me कि 6 महीने बाद ये मेरी frequency, at least I could match it, and I can urge everyone, because I have lots of to say, which where really I have got tears in my eyes saying that this is the product of Mitesh.
She really is. She really is. She's one of the youngest, most beautiful, one of the most powerful.
I can say I'm a proud mother because of Mitesh. I got. I'm so sorry.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. That's what we're here for. That's what we're here for. You want to take over, the little magician?
Yeah, definitely.
Like I've never cried. I'm never so emotional. I was not so emotional, and I'm really surprised that for the first time I'm crying in front of a mob. I never cried in any webinars. I used to see people cry. I used to support them. I used to see how they felt. But now when I'm feeling this, I'm really proud of myself, like how I've come here. And it's just the best thing ever. So yeah.
And I know Mitesh that she will proud you for forever. And that's really blessing for me as a mother, as a proud mother. So I can say myself as a proud mother, and I urge every parents that please follow Mitesh, please follow Mitesh's system and just trust him. He is having his love and caring hands to you. And I am always be happy and probably a heartful gratitude to you being a student of you. And I wanted to be a student. I do not have much passion as of now to become a coach, but I wanted to be always a student for you. So I know that it might be a limiting belief for me, but I don't want. I always want to be a father figure, probably a figure where you used to follow somebody. So it's lots of saying, lots of journey is there, even in the platinum. But again, I urge each of the parents that for your child's benefit and for the child progress, like my daughter, yes.
She's been amazing. She's been amazing. All the children in platinum have been amazing. Thank you. Thank you to both.
Thank you so much. Thank
both.
you, Indu.
You've been angels in the group. Thank you. Okay, so I and Indu have discussed about this many times. All these young, beautiful little girls, they've been attending platinum and creating so much magic. And I remember that day Indu was saying, Mitesh, when these little girls, they grow up and they'll get married and they'll tell their husband, wo aisa ek na Mitesh Sir tha, and Indu ma'am thi. And their husband will be saying like, what are you talking about? What platinum? And it was very sweet that Indu said, hum log na Dahej mein jayenge inke. It was such a beautiful feeling. Anyway, so we'll take a couple of more people, Sandesh, and then we'll close for the day. Yes, Sandesh, bolo. Yes, Sandesh.
Yeah, Mitesh and Indu,
Yes, Sandesh.
and all of us, congratulations.
Congratulations to you.
And initially, I want to tell you, we are going to attend Silver Jubilee of our celebration
That
at
is amazing.
Wankhede Stadium, Mumbai.
Has to.
And I remember when we met first time in February 20 in Mumbai, one of the seminar, we were sat together.
Yes.
In last 25 years, I learned from more than 500 trainers because I was crazy learner. But my journey ends with Mitesh.
Thank you, sir.
And Mitesh, you made me international trainer because in my US travel, I took 2 seminars on law of attraction.
Amazing.
So that gives me credibility. And how much money I made, that is different. But what type of life I'm living now?
That's important.
Even wife criticized me. I laugh inside. Because I cannot say.
That's a good one.
I cannot say it this way. But she knows everything. She knows everything. She's not coming on the screen, but she learned everything. And I'm enjoying contributing my life to others.
Okay. Thank you, Sandesh.
And because of you, I'm enjoying my life. And I will be with you both always.
Absolutely. Both ways. We are all together forever now. Full community.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sandesh.
Commitment.
Thank you very much.
We are married with each other.
Indu, you heard that? All right. Thank
Married
you.
with you both.
Yes, we love you too. We love
That is a special achievement of my life. Thank you very much once again.
Thank you, Sandesh.
Thank you.
Okay, so that was Sandesh, and let's go to Hema. Yes, Hema, bolo.
Thank you so much, Mitesh and Indu. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Lot of gratitude. Today, only because of you both, I call myself a proud life coach. I have put a word life coach in front of my name only because of you. Since last 49 years, I don't know what I was doing. As you said, life was preparing you for this day. And I think this is the best capital investment I've made on myself, investing on Platinum. And as you say, is this a must or a should? So this is the air, water, and food for us. So I think this is a must for everyone. Just not thinking about it's not a choice at all. It's just a decision. It's just a decision. And I'm so happy that you make things so simple. Even spirituality, you make it so simple, like death, you make it so simple, like everything is so simple with you. Life has become very simple. And this room has become my world. I don't even remember when I've attended classes so diligently, neither in my school, not college or university. But now I log in before the time. I log in before the time and sit in front of the laptop, and my family members just tease me, na iska start ho gaya fir classes. So this room has become my world. I attend my classes here, I do my coaching here, I do my training here, I do my YouTube videos here. Like, I just have the freedom within and outside me, everywhere. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Eva. Thank you. Okay, so with that, we're going to be closing for the day. Before I leave for the day, those of you who've got any questions about EMI and all, I think I'm not in the right senses right now to talk about EMI, money. What you can do is just block yourself right now, pay 10,000 rupees within the next 10 days. We can talk all that out. And don't worry, some of you have been asking that in case we are not able to pay the rest, what do we do? It's a total refund. Don't worry about it. 10 दिन में अगर आप नहीं arrange कर पाए, आपको अपने आप refund मिल जाएगा. Don't worry about it. But for now, just block the deal. We'll talk again. You can talk to Indu, you can talk to me, you can talk to my team member Ritesh. We'll create some Zoom calls where probably all of you can come in a group together and we can share together. But the main motive of today, honestly, was the 6th of August day, the Law of Attraction ceremony. Let's celebrate this as a Law of Attraction day. Let's make this day so big that over a period of time, more and more people greet each other on a 6th of August and say Happy Law of Attraction Day. And the reason I want to do that is because Law of Attraction is really about taking responsibility for internal frequency. Just think about it. If most of our country becomes like this, it would be such a beautiful place. Yes or no? If the whole day a man works hard and goes home and gets angry at his wife just because he's worked hard. What bullshit. Law of Attraction students don't behave like that. How many of you agree with that? What if every man in the country practiced Law of Attraction and takes control of his internal frequency when he goes home? Right? Just because a woman is going through certain difficult time of her life or difficult days of her life, gets irritated, and it has been accepted in the society that irritation to hona hi hai. Not true. Our Law of Attraction magicians are not like that. How many of you ladies would agree with that? Right? We take control of our frequency irrelevant of what stage of life we are at. If a soldier on the border of our country can take a bullet and smile and still go forward with one more step to take one more bullet, we can definitely be happy with what we are doing in life. हमारी life उनसे बहुत अच्छी है. How many of you agree our life is not 10 times, I would say 1,000 times better than a soldier who lives at the border, cooks Maggie in a bowl, and that's what he eats every night. And we talk about nutrition, we talk about weight loss, we talk about carbs and proteins and fibers and everything. We live such a beautiful life. How many of you agree? कोई रीजन नहीं है हमारे पास अनहैप्पी होने का. कोई रीजन नहीं है. I would say forget about कोई रीजन नहीं, हमारे पास कोई हक नहीं है. We don't have the rights to be unhappy. We need to be role models of happiness. Let's be ambassadors of happiness. Is that clear? Awesome. So thank you very much for joining me today. Thank you for listening to my crazy story. I'm really surprised that we had 500 people joining in the beginning and we have 414 people till now. I have no idea why everybody's listening to my crazy story, but thank you for giving me the opportunity to share my entire life. I want you to know, Indu को भी नहीं मालूम था मैं क्या क्या शेयर करने वाला हूँ. Like this entire mind map that I created, I created this today just before the session कि मैंने अपना life का पहला journey क्या किया, फिर दूसरा क्या किया, Indu कब मिली. This whole thing I just created before the session. Some of you who are in Platinum, you know I'm total spontaneous. I do everything last minute. And I literally created this 1 hour before, and Indu had no idea that I was going to share all this. So thank you so much for giving me this opportunity, for giving me the privilege to serve you. Because believe me, you've made me who I am today. And I'm truly indebted to all of you. And today, every time a corporate workshop comes, we blindly say no to it. Like just today morning, another corporate workshop came for this Saturday, Sunday, and they were willing to pay us 5 lakh rupees for 2 days. And I said, Saturday, Sunday? No, that's for platinum. कुछ भी हो जाए, दुनिया इधर की हो जाए, नहीं जाना है, नहीं जाना है. And I remember even when I'm traveling, I'm with you guys because you've given me the opportunity to really experience what is serving. Forget the money. You've given me that experience. And if I was to leave this world, this is the feeling I want you to live with after me, which is the feeling of serving and contributing in people's life and going so high in your consciousness that worries like money, worries like goals, worries like people not liking you, they just drop because you're so beyond all of that. Would you love to do that with me? Perfect. So platinum members, thank you for being with me. All the other team members as well, DMP, Advanced, Wealth, thank you for being with me. And let's celebrate again next year, one more time with a large group of people. This is the link for those of you who would love to upgrade with me at Platinum. I'll see you tomorrow soon during the orientation in case you joined today, and we'll connect. My team will connect with you and give you the rest of the details. Okay. Thank you very much, everyone. And we have a habit before we always go, we always unmute and we say, I love you all. So let's go, everyone. Let's unmute. Say, I love you to everyone.
Love you all.
I love you all. Thank you, sir. Love you all.
That's all. Thank you. Bye-bye.
I love you all.
Love you all. Love you all. Love you all.
Love you all.
Happy all.
Love you, everyone.